In this video, we are looking at further buffer calculation. So here we have an acidic buffer solution is formed when 10.0 cm cube of 0.125 moles per dm cube aqueous sodium hydroxide is added to 15.0 cm cube of 0.174 moles per dm cube aqueous HS. Value of the Ka for the weak acid HS is given to us as 3.01 times 10 to the power minus 5 moles per dm cube. You are to calculate the pH of this buffer solution at 298 Kelvin and give your answer to 2 decimal places. Okay, so let's look at what we know about this buffer solution. We know the concentration of the sodium hydroxide, which is given to us as 0.125 moles per dm cube. We also know the volume of sodium hydroxide as 10 cm cube. What we've been given again is the concentration of the weak acid, which is 0.174 moles per dm cube, and the volume of the weak acid, which is given to us as 15 cm cube. What we need to do before we go on is to convert the volume, which is in cm cube, to dm cube. Now, if you do that, we're going to have the volume of the sodium hydroxide as 10 times 10 to the power minus 5 dm cube, and that of the weak acid as 15 times 10 to the power minus 3 dm cube. Okay, now with that, we can work out the number of moles of sodium hydroxide in HS in our solution, and that is the concentration times the volume. We know the concentration of sodium hydroxide, we know the volume of sodium hydroxide, so we can go ahead and multiply the two to get the number of moles of sodium hydroxide. That is 0.125 times 10 to the power minus 3. That should give us 1.25 times 10 to the power minus 3 moles. Okay, now what about the weak acid? The weak acid, the concentration 0.174, and multiply that by the volume, which is 15 times 10 to the power minus 3, and that should give us 2.61 times 10 to the power minus 3. So we have the number of moles of acid that is going to be used for our buffer, and the number of moles of sodium hydroxide, which is going to be involved in our buffer. Therefore, the number of moles of HS in the number of moles of the acid in the buffer will be the number of moles of the acid, minus the number of moles of the base, and that will give us 1.36 times 10 to the power minus 3 moles. This figure here will be the excess number of moles of acid that is going to be in our buffer solution. Okay, now once we know the number of moles of acid that's going to be in our buffer solution, we have to convert that into concentration, and we can do that by dividing it by the total volume of the buffer solution. How do we get the total volume of the buffer solution? We can get that by adding the volume of the base to the volume of the acid. That should give us 25 cm cube, and convert that to dm cube. That should be 25 times 10 to the power minus 5 dm cube. So now we know the total volume of the buffer solution, and we know the number of moles of acid in that buffer solution. So we can then come here, divide the number of moles of the acid in the buffer system by the total volume of the buffer solution in dm cube, and that will give us the concentration of the HS, the weak acid, in the buffer system. So now we know the concentration of the HS in the buffer system. We need to go ahead and make H plus the subject of a Ka formula. Remember that Ka equals to the conjugate base the concentration of the conjugate base times the concentration of the H plus divided by the concentration of the weak acid. Now rearrange this equation and make H plus the subject. We will have H plus equals to Ka times the concentration of the weak acid divided by the conjugate base, the concentration of the conjugate base. Now, what we need to know is that the number of moles of OH, which is the number of moles of the sodium hydroxide, equivalent to the number of moles of the X minus. Okay, so the conjugate base concentration, because sodium hydroxide is a strong base and therefore undergoes complete ionization. So here we can represent the number of moles of the sodium hydroxide as the number of moles of. So therefore, the number of moles of X minus will be the number of moles of the original sodium hydroxide moles in the solution. That's 1.25 times 10 to the power minus 3 moles. Now that we know the number of moles of X minus in the buffer, we can go ahead and calculate the concentration of minus, because we cannot use the number of moles, and we can do that by dividing the number of moles by the total volume of the buffer solution in dm3, and that should give us 0.05 moles per dm3. Now that we know the concentration of X minus, the conjugate base, we also know the concentration of the weak acid. We know the value of Ka for the weak acid. We can plug these values into the equation and calculate the concentration of H plus. H plus would therefore be 3.01 times 10 to the power minus 5, which is the Ka of the weak acid. Multiply that by the concentration of the weak acid here, that has been worked out as 0.0544. Divide that by the conjugate base concentration, which we then worked out as 0.05. Okay, put that in the calculation, and that should give you the H plus concentration as 3.27 times 10 to the power minus 5 moles per dm cube. Sorry, I didn't put the unit here. And so if you take negative log of this here, we should get the pH to be 4.48 to 2 decimal places. And that is the end of the video.